Up on the you call in the parking lot Tucson. Are you with me? When I stand with the roof gone, I pull up like Jimmy Neutron. Then if you get a roof on, like you haul, and I know we need to go slow, but we could go faster. Maybe the past.
Ooh, I'm gonna get a bottle of water. Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. Let me get a water. Hello. Let me get something. I got hiccups. Give me 1 minute, y'all. Let me open this real quick. I got hiccups. Hey everybody, welcome in. I was trying to do this live last night, but I see that y'all was sleeping in peace, and I didn't want to wake nobody up. Welcome in. I haven't talked on these two for a while. Let me read my copyright thing. Copyright under section 107 Act 1976, allowance is made of fair use for purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use prohibited by the copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit educational personal use tips and balance of the fair use, honey. Let me put this in the chat. Ain't got time, honey. Ain't got time. So I know y'all like, well, why are we talking about this? We're going to talk about it. Because from my understanding, we're trying to see what got to this point. Now, I did post a short. I don't know if y'all could see it, but let me see. Hold on. Of how this started, right? So I'm going to play how we got to this point because Anton Daniels did go forward with a lawsuit to Corey Holcomb, okay? Let me turn it up.
Because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people.
Now, Anton Daniels loved the MAGA conservative community, okay? We just going to be honest. And Corey was like, I can't let you diss black people like that, but he don't like black women. They both got a problem with black women. But
right now, you doing the easy shit. What you do, let me tell you what you do.
Nah,
see,
homie, let me tell you something, homie.
I don't tell you.
I don't suck dick.
Yeah,
I don't
you do.
suck
Yeah,
dick.
you do.
So fix
you doing
that.
it right now.
I don't suck dick, homie.
You doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you. I don't do that.
I tell you.
I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Let's switch seats.
Let's switch seats.
I'm with it. Homie, I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I don't give a fuck about none
Well,
of this
I tell you what, watch that dick sucking shit, because that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no dick sucking,
You
homie.
say a lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You
Okay, but that gay shit, oh, you
I don't give a fuck about what you talking
Hey, homie, I tell you what.
I'm right here.
Don't put no dick sucking shit. Don't put no dick sucking shit on me, nigga.
I'm from Detroit.
Say
right
I
now.
suck a dick again.
I'm right here, right now.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna respect you.
Dance around it. Dance around it.
No.
To me because
I had y'all on mute. What the hell? Okay, let me tell y'all how I got started. So after that situation, from what we understand, Anton Daniels' wife and daughter has been talked about with Corey Holcomb. They also talked about when I did one about the girl, about the assistant and how they were doing this and that. And which is her. Let's get to this.
They ain't gonna say it, but I will. Just like I said, Corey put it in perspective. But I'm gonna let you see what she said first, and then I'm gonna let you see the reply from Corey. That fucking cake ass motherfucking Anton ain't nothing but a fucking trick. And they gonna prove it right here.
Go ahead and address the whole Corey Holcomb situation.
So I did a talk about her because from what people were saying was he said that he was taking her out allegedly, okay? He took her out and it was like, pay attention. So we start seeing her out with Anton alive. When they was out alive, everybody was like, where the wife at? And found out he was married, but he was being a little, I'm going to let it play.
All right, the whole Corey Holcomb incident. Now, 2 weeks ago, I was told that I was going to go on the 5150 show. And I was excited. All right? I was excited about going on the 5150 show. Last Tuesday, I got on a plane to go from DC to LA. I got to the 5150 studios at about 8 p.m. Pacific time. I met Corey Holcomb. I was introduced to him. He shook my hand. Then about, I want to say 5 minutes before the actual show started, I was told I can't go on the show.
Make sure everybody know what happened. Because the broad said he had told her she was going to be on the show 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
So if she got any common sense, she should know this a cake-ass nigga. If she got any common sense, she should know, oh, you a fuck.
Now listen, hey CC, my question is, listen, I done had my things about her. I called her a liar. But damn, girl, all these niggas be jocking you. They be talking cash shit about you, girl. From Corey to the cash shit. Oh my goddamn. I see why your husband say I ain't got nah, fuck that shit. I ain't talking about nothing. Ain't saying nothing. And girl.
Fuck boy, you told me I was plugged to be on the show. Cause I believe he told her that. I believe he thought he had bargaining chips with a nigga. He didn't have no bargaining chips. No, she can't come on the show. I don't know nothing about that. Just like he faked, like when he was on the phone. I told you, I come to do your podcast in person and woo, but right after the show, he on there with Gooch and Yuck them.
What?
On the phone. Some Zoom shit.
No, you mean where he said he doesn't really go on other people's shows.
Right.
Physically, not
He said he's gotta come. But he right on the show with
what? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he was on the show with Yuck and Gooch, and I forgot the other brother name. But guys who be up here at the corner.
Now you see, Corey said, I didn't even know that motherfucker supposed to be on the show. See, this.
Listen, this is how this came out.
Pull up the picture with Anton Daniels and Mika. Let me tell you why this argument is so terrible. Anton Daniels married a black woman. I think his wife is attractive, okay? However, this is who he's pulling up with on the side. So, by his own logic, he married a dark-skinned black woman. But this is what Anton Daniels is saying about another woman who is not his wife.
And yes, I did have Mika with me, and she was looking gorgeous. So
this woman who's light-skinned looks good as F, but we don't see him hanging around somebody on the side that we can prove who is dark skinned, which means that Anton Daniels' true attraction, who he really likes, is light skinned black women, or in this case, Puerto Rican or Afro Latina women. That's his true attraction, his true motivation for a woman. Well, pull up the picture with Anton Daniels and Mika.
Now,
let me tell you why this argument.
From what I heard, that he just have her around. He has her to make the deals and make this and that and all of that. He just have her around, right? Oh, she's just around. And this and that. So I do want to play. I hope Tasha K don't mind, because Tasha K did have a discussion about it, and she was saying how Corey Holcomb and get to fight Anton Daniels, in the courtroom.
Anton Daniels filing a case on behalf of his wife against Corey Holcomb. This is Anton Daniels and his wife. Leslie Daniels' daughter. We're not putting no minor up here. And the wife is Sharita Daniels, okay? And they are suing Corey Lamont Holcomb, an individual, the 5150 Show, a business organization that does 1 through 25 inclusive. So he's adding all of his hidden businesses that he has, okay? They're suing for defamation per se, false light, defamation of Leslie Daniels with respect to the t-shirt images, which is his daughter, defamation of Sarita Daniels with respect to the t-shirt images, and intentional infliction of emotional distress suffered by Leslie Daniels, international infliction of emotional distress suffered by Sharita Daniels, and violation of California civil code. Okay, pretty much what Anton is suing for, even though I got my reasons as to what he could have sued for, but he chose this. He could potentially have a case, but he's suing his wife and his daughter, who happens to be underage, is suing because Corey defamed and racially demeaned members of Anton's family by wearing and using and displaying a t-shirt image during his show. The allegations about the t-shirt include a t-shirt showed Leslie Daniels, his daughter, who's a minor, portrayed as a monkey. He could easily argue that this was satire or a joke, but dehumanizing racist jokes are not protected under satire or human. It's actually under hate speech. He's trying to separate Corey, the comedian, which Corey is probably going to argue that I was being a comedian. The reason I wore these shirts is to make my audience laugh and to depict Corey's wife and his daughter as monkeys, okay? I met the wife. I just sent Jasmine a picture of the wife. She's really not this big. I think she's heavier here. That's him and the wife, okay? I personally feel like this is going to be a very tough case to win. They're both public figures. I personally feel that if they're able to separate Corey as a comedian and label him as...
I gotta agree with her. That is going to be kind of tough, but it depends on the lawyers. And I agree with Tasha with that. It is going to be kind of tough to do that because it depends on the lawyers. Now, we're going to play Latasha Daniels. I mean, not Letitia Tisha. I'm sorry, Letitia Tisha, don't punch me. Please don't punch me, girl. Don't hit me. I'm sorry, girl. I'm talking fast.
Y'all come on in the room. We got to talk about this. Now, I just saw a video clip where Anton admits to trying to shake down and sue Corey Holcomb. I told y'all that I felt like this was the setup from the jump. This is not going to look good. If, in fact, Anton is trying to sue Corey, use his daughter as, he's a
Now, I played a little bit of
I don't care what you studied. When I was in your grill, you did not say it. That's why I told D to move. I'm like, oh, I'm finna bust this one. This mother think I'm joking? And I kept getting him out. That's his daughter. Look, nigga, let me tell you something.
Oh, no.
Don't make no more kids. That gonna be buying.
hold on. I'm not putting that up there. We're not gonna do that. Okay. Now it was some things about his daughter. He put his daughter on a shirt, did all of that. So that's how that happened. Now we're gonna play what Anton Daniels spoke on the lawsuit. And then we're gonna do Corey. Because he hasn't said much about it. If I could find it. I don't know why it ain't up here. Because I know he said something about it. Let me go on YouTube. I know he said something about it. Now, for what I'm hearing, his brother was child. Because there's been a lot of people talk about it. I don't want to play Tasha K. Where's Lakeisha Keisha at? We're going to play a little bit of Lakeisha Keisha. Some of the things that she was saying.
Okay, guys, come on in here. I told you. I mean, you won't win this case. In fact, when I show y'all this next clip, Corey may have a case against him because it seems like this is something that he orchestrated simply for clout. Now, I know regular people like me would say, who does this for clout? These MFers on this internet is weird as hell. Like, I didn't realize how weird they were. I literally had to cuss out this bad wig, old dusty geezer for saying something to me. And I don't even know this lady. I was nice to her. These people will do anything for clout. You know what I learned about the internet? We got a bunch of misfits on the internet. Misfits. Well, let me tell y'all what that means. We have a lot of people who couldn't do anything in life for themselves, but they was able to come on the internet and make a very nice income. They're misfits. No clout, no nothing. Nobody knows them. Nobody even really liked you. Nobody really never noticed you in real life. So you got on the internet and created this persona of who you are. See, let me tell you motherfuckers about me. I was that girl always, okay? I didn't come on the internet and do shit. In fact, when I came on the internet, I was strictly on here to waste time. But we have weirdos online. So you're going to sue him for clout because this will be dismissed. And in fact, there's evidence that suggests that you did this simply for clout. And just like you said you were going to do, you were going to make $1 million off of Corey Holcomb. He said your prime years you were doing scams. So if you wanted to say defamation, maybe you was.
Now, he said it was defamation for that. But like Tasha said, which I agree with her, he could have sued for different things. He didn't have to sue for this. But I feel like, I'm going to say this. I think he did it, and this is not taking a dig, but I think he did it because he want people to be like, no, I won't do my wife like that. No, I ain't going to treat my wife. Man, I don't. Listen. Yeah, that's what it gives.
Say he lied on me because I didn't do any scams. But this is a man who says that he doesn't want to exploit his daughter. What is he doing? You are exploiting your daughter. You are putting her in public documentation that people can go back and read. Y'all got to be careful, with the people that you be on here supporting. These ain't real ass people. These are misfits. Misfits. Get dude off the screen. I mean, what? Get dude off the screen. That is not a.
Let me fast forward.
What are you suing for? The judge navigating the best way. Let's get into the documents. All right, let's get into the documents because I want to show y'all this clip. But I told y'all I'm on this new damn system, child, and it's wearing me out. But I want to show y'all this clip. All right, let's get into the documentation. Okay, let's just get into that. So here's the documentation right here. Okay, here is the lawsuit. Okay, so let's get into it. This is the lawsuit, and it was filed. Basically, this is Anton's daughter, Leslie Daniels, an individual, and Sharita Monique Daniels. His wife's name is Sharita Monique Daniels, although his documentation only has Sharita Daniels. It says versus Corey Lamont Holcomb, and he even enters his show, the 5150 show. And let's get into the complaint. He said that they were defamed, false light, defamation of Leslie Daniels with respect to T-shirt images, defamation of Sharita Daniels with respect to T-shirt images, intentional affliction of emotional distress suffered by Leslie Daniels, international affliction of emotional distress suffered by Sharita Daniels. This is a bunch of bullshit. Maybe I should sue him for my emotional distress when he released my damn information.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is definitely clout chasing.
Now, if you don't know, he did dox her. He sure did. He did dox that lady. He put out all her information. She was going down the timeline of how all this went. He went and doxed this goddamn lady. He put out all her information on the internet, and they were going back and forth about it.
And like nobody liked your ass in school because this is crazy. All right, so let's get into it, y'all. Let me scroll down. Okay. It says the party's plaintiff Leslie Daniels is mentioned in an individual right residing in Detroit, Michigan. The funny part is this document is a lie because she doesn't reside in Detroit, Michigan. Okay. It says plaintiff Leslie Daniels is an African-American plaintiff with 17 years old and a senior in high school at all times mentioned in this complaint. She's not 17 years old anymore. Oh, this is interesting. Plaintiff Sharita Daniels at all times. Okay, I'm going to skip over a lot of this and we're going to get to the meat and potatoes because, okay. It says, upon information and belief at all times, herein mentioned, defendant Holcomb proceeded and appeared on a weekly podcast known as the Corey Holcomb 5150 Show or the 5150 Show. The show consisted of long, rambling, profanity-laced monologues by Corey, interspaced by product commercial and solicitations. The 5150 Show is an entity of unknown form that produces and airs the Corey Holcomb 5150 Show, and the said business entity has a principal place and it gives the address. The true names and capacities. Okay, plaintiffs are informed and believed, and they allege that each of the defendants named in this complaint, along with, the defendants are responsible in some manner for occurrences herein. So they're talking about Corey. Okay, let's kind of skip that. I want to just get to the part. So this document says that they are trying to sue for more than $35,000. I'm skipping a lot of it because it's just repetitive information. It says the 5150 Show aired on January 3rd, 2020. Daniels, the father of Leslie Daniels and the husband of Sharita Monique Daniels, appeared on that show after introductory comments were made by the defendant, Corey Holcomb, and the guest. The two individuals became involved in an intense heated discussion and provocative remarks were exchanged. Listen to this. The following week, January 20th, 2026, defendant Corey Holcomb aired another 5150 show. During the show, the defendant twice aired a photograph of plaintiff Leslie Daniels. Corey was minding his own business and you were dragging him through the mud. It says the following week, January 20th, 2026, Corey Holcomb aired another 5150 show. During the show, the defendant twice aired a photograph of plaintiff Leslie Daniels standing immediately in the back of the American flag. Okay, they have the video. The defendant, Corey Holcomb, clearly identified plaintiff Leslie as a daughter of Anton Daniels. While the photo was shown, host Corey Holcomb made disparaging and highly offensive statements about plaintiff and her father. Defendant referred to plaintiff Leslie Daniels on the podcast as ugly. He never used the word ugly. As he said, as a ugly as dyke. The defendant knew at the time that the statement was made that the plaintiff was a minor. So minors have never been called ugly. Minor. So your daughter has never been called ugly. The statement was made intentionally to disparage and demean plaintiff. I mean, he never said she was ugly, but again, as I told y'all before, the truth hurts.
Now, we don't know how Corey got that goddamn thing, but they were dragging each other. They were dragging the hell out of each other. Corey barely said anything. But yes, there was a lot of dragging going on. And somehow that he got that picture and posted it and then made t-shirts.
It definitely hurts because he never said she was ugly. But if you as a father believe that your own daughter is ugly, I can see that you know how you would be upset. The defendant expected at the time he would profit monetarily by ridiculing Leslie. Oh my, and subjecting her to scorn since his podcast has promotions for products that bring in substantial income. Corey was not using your daughter to monetize. Okay. He was simply responding to all of the shit that you had said about him in the weeks leading up to him coming back on his show. This dude is not going to have no good luck. He is literally sitting up here lying. He's saying that Corey did this to promote his podcast. Why would he need to use a face like that to promote his podcast? On the next show, January 27, 2026, the defendant Holcomb exhibited for his audience a t-shirt which depicted plaintiff Leslie Daniels as an ape and depicted plaintiff Sharita Daniels as an ape. Defendant Holcomb explained that viewers on his podcast could purchase the t-shirt. He alleged that all money received from viewers will be donated to the family of a woman, whatever, I guess, got pum by ICE. To date, no accounting of the funds for the t-shirt has been rendered by defendant Corey Holcomb. Upon information and beliefs, all proceeds from the t-shirt has remained with the defendant. This is very dumb. So basically, what he's alleging is the first cause of action. The plaintiff reiterated, and pretty much what he's saying is calling her a dyke, disparaging her as a lesbian, as a butch, This is how you feel. He didn't say all of this. Plaintiff Leslie Daniels is a heterosexual and not a lesbian. He never said that she was a lesbian. He pretty much said what the picture looked like. He can't say what she is because he don't know. The false statement was made by defendants intentionally to demean the plaintiff and ridicule her. Defendant knew the statement was false at the time that it was made, or in the alternative, defendants failed to use reasonable care to determine whether the truth. My God, they're basically saying that he lied. That's not what he said. So this is going to be dismissed. Plaintiff maintains that the defendant knew the statements were false and acted with conscious disregard of the child's rights. So let me just tell y'all what this is about. This is about going now after Corey Holcomb so he can remain in that algorithm of attacking. I hate Corey Holcomb. These people will do anything, y'all. And this is really sick. It is really sick that you would go this far to basically say that your daughter was hurt. When I have the clips of your brothers, and I screen recorded it, by the way, your brother said that there was nothing wrong with your daughter. So this dude will do anything. They're saying, and they're still going on and say that he said that she was a dyke and he said that she was a lesbian and that this harmed her in high school as a student, and that he knew that creating a false impression about Leslie Daniels would harm her. And then they get into the t-shirt. So this is pretty much repetitive stuff over and over. Then they get into the t-shirt, basically talking about him putting them on a t-shirt. Excuse me. And honestly, I got to go back.
Where that video at? I need to go find that because I want to play it after this. Is it on 5150? I am Marie. Let me know. I'll play it.
You can look at the t-shirt because they're saying that he I can't even get into it, y'all. This is a lot. He dehumanized her by putting her on a shirt. Y'all, this is so stupid. This is really sad when content creation goes to clout chasing. So it's kind of repetitive. We're saying the same thing over and over, and that's pretty much what it is. This is really this is silly, y'all. It's really it's actually creepy. It's creepy as hell that people will do anything for clout. Anything. When I tell you they will do anything, believe what I say when I say they will do anything. This is nothing more than a clout chase. This is, I need to get my name back in this algorithm. And what other way to do it is to attack somebody that people have been attacking already.
No, we finna play it
so
after
long.
this.
This
Hold on.
is not that serious.
Listen, if y'all saying what he say it is, it's that damn serious though. Hold on. Let's go to it, child.
You ugly ass boy. You brag on having no children out of wedlock. You got a picture of his daughter? I'm a dirtbag. You got a picture of his daughter?
That nigga got a picture.
This motherfucker brag on not having no children out of wedlock. What happened to you? It crashed.
They both filed with me though.
That's the broad.
Is he sure?
Y'all can get the broad off. That's his daughter.
Why would
This
you
man
call
said
her
he ain't got
fraud?
no children out of wedlock.
Daughter.
But listen, are we surprised? Are we surprised? This the same man that talks smack about his own child. Are we surprised? I'm not surprised. He talked junk about his own feed. Was he wrong? Absolutely.
That's the air up there, nigga. Look, nigga, let me tell you something. Dogs are like you after a while. If you don't know, nigga, don't ever brag on no motherfucking what you ain't got. Don't nobody want no kids with you, nigga.
Yeah.
Don't nobody want no kids with you. Your prime years, you was a scammer, nigga. Now that you older and found a way to manipulate, get dude off the screen. Get dude off the screen, man. Who the fuck is that, nigga? This motherfucker cat. I'm the captain now. Look at it. Hey, look.
Don't do that.
Let me tell you something. Don't make no more daughters.
Hold on. Let me go
dog.
back. Thank you.
You got to make it where this motherfucker cat doing scams. Let me tell you something. Don't make no more kids, nigga. That bitch gonna be buying pussy like you after a while.
Wait a minute.
If you don't know, nigga, don't ever brag on no motherfucking what you ain't got. Don't nobody want no kids with you, nigga. Don't nobody want no kids with you. Your prime years, you was a scammer, nigga. You was doing scams. Now that you older and found a way to manipulate, get dude off the screen.
He is rude.
Get dude off the screen, man. Who the fuck is that, nigga? This motherfucker cat. I'm the captain now. Look at it. Hey, look. Let me tell you something. Don't make no more daughters, dog.
What?
You got to make it where your shit come out with a boy so he can make excuses for him. But you ain't got no kids out of wedlock because ain't no bitches fucking with you. He was on the internet bragging, I always got a bad bitch with me. No, you pay a bitch to be with you, nigga. You ain't no nigga who got bitches. You buy bitches like the little bitch you had with you, goddammit, who motherfucking made that.
And this is how everybody start talking about what's her name? The girl that he started going around with. That's when people start putting two together with this video too. How, you know, oh, he be having her, she was supposed to be on there and all this and that. Yeah, that's how all that came. Now I remember that came out, but I didn't even know he went this damn far. Yeah, Corey, you wrong for that. You didn't have to go
That
that
story sound like she wanted to sound.
With you can't. What I'm saying is, y'all can't expect for him to feel. Didn't he do an interview with Shannon Sharp talking Mika? Yeah, didn't he do an interview talking about his own goddamn child? It's nothing you can respect. He was on Jerry Springer. Girl, Him and Rolly, the only them two that made something out of themselves off Jerry Springer.
I got to town Tuesday. Did you get to town Tuesday? Or was you in Vegas with him? I don't know. Did you get to town Tuesday, really? So you let that man lie to you, bring you up here, talking about you on the show, and you ain't mad at that nigga? I seen you on that show when he said something about
that. Corey. Now you know we rock with you, bro. I'm a fan.
He moved one time.
You know, I catch the 5150 show when I can. Craig Smith, that's my man.
I don't know who this man is in the Superman shirt. He didn't blink. He didn't do nothing. Shout out to him. This is his video.
We rock with you, bro. But come on now. Come on with the bullshit. I'm not even going to do this on no morality speech because this has nothing to do with morals. I mean, it does, bringing people's children into the conversation. Posting up people's family members is, you know, niggas get shot for less. Now, I ain't saying that's going to happen to Corey, but Corey made comments about his own daughter.
Exactly.
He called his own daughter the B word.
That's what I'm saying. What can you expect? Because Corey called out his own daughter. He called her out her name. Out her name. Yeah, have nothing to do with it. And I'm not surprised. And I'm not surprised with his actions because he talked about his own child
publicly. So I know he don't give a fuck. Granted, he a grown man, can't tell him what to talk about, who not to talk about, although it's 100% wrong. And that's why he even said, I'm a dirtbag, because he knows it's wrong. But my thing is this, you should not even be speaking on that man ever again, to be completely honest. That man called you a dick sucker in front of you, your co-host, your lady, your whole crew, and all your partners that you said was in there. When he said you got security, you was like, no, those are my peoples. He called you a dick sucker in front of you and your entire family. And you ain't deck him, you ain't squab, you ain't do nothing. He offered you to come outside and shoot a fair one. He stood up, said we could step outside.
Exactly. So
and you sat back down and picked up a microphone and got in his face. You should not be saying nothing else about this man, in my personal opinion. Unless you actually gonna set up a fight. How is it that you woof up like you gonna do something? He offers you to do something, you don't do nothing, and then you turn around and say fighting words. That's not a good look, bro. This is not a good look. I'm sorry. It don't even matter that he posted up a picture of the man's daughter and he's trying to make fun of how his daughter looks. You know what I'm saying? That's not even anything. You can't say nothing about that, man. Unless it's when y'all are actually going to have a match and you advertising it. And this is sad because the conversation that they was having really could have been, like I said before, I don't think it would have been a productive conversation per se. Just knowing, you know, the attitudes and the personalities.
If she has, yes, because as a nurse, she's going to inquire a lot of stuff. And shout out to her for that nursing degree. That's hard to get. It's not hard to get. It's a lot that come with it. I say that. But yeah, you're right. Thank you, Terry. Yeah, because that could, I mean, you know, he said a lot of horrible things about that girl. He called her the B word. I'm not surprised. I'm really not. Now, my thing is, Hold on, let me play this. My thing is this. After this, we're gonna get into how Corey Holcomb stuff got put out there.
I've been advised not to say anything else about it. So that's all I've been authorized to say.
Okay, so in today's video, we got to talk about Anton Daniels responding back to Corey Holcomb and Craig Fax going in on his daughter, man. You know, they have reacted.
You buy bitches like the little bitch you had.
Our babies. Under no circumstances will I ever allow for my daughter to go under. So wait a minute. Are you guys telling me, some of you, because I see the overwhelming majority of you are logical, are you guys telling me that it is okay for people to go after underage children? I have to figure out how to pick up the pieces. I have to figure out how to pick. Corey, he won. Corey and Craig, you win. You win, I give up. I have to figure out what collateral damage happened after that. You guys win.
Yeah, I don't think he would have fallen.
I got to figure out how to pick up the pieces. Family is in shambles. Daughter is in shambles.
He does.
Literally having my wife take her over to get evaluated and figure it out because
I have to
crying inside of the principal's office.
I have to find that because I heard that too. And I'm gonna see if I can find it because I heard that he was saying a lot on a lot.
Trying to figure out what to do.
Okay, so that's Anton Daniels responding back to Corey Holcomb and Craig Fax going in on his daughter and stuff like that. Mainly Corey Holcomb, but Craig, he did crack a joke in the beginning. And then Corey Holcomb, you know, he took it from there. And I said Corey Holcomb's YouTube channel can also be reported as well if his child is a minor because YouTube doesn't play stuff like that. You know, you can get your account suspended or if not deleted, depending on how, you know, you went about the situation. Talking about a minor.
Now, let me see if I can find that, but let me play y'all House of Hypocrites. Okay, I'm finna go over there. Listen to what he said about his own daughter. I mean, you can't. Child.
Oh, your daughter trying to get in touch with you? I say, oh, mama, you watch that little bitch. Watch that little bitch. That bitch is brought up in this new generation where there is no honor, there is no respect thy parents.
Are we surprised? He's suing Corey too. Child, we're gonna have to jump on this. Cause what? That's another child.
There is no the way the youngsters are brought up now, they will fuck over the mama and daddy quicker than they'll fuck over somebody in the streets. What the fuck? I don't give a fuck if you are so hell-bent in making me a villain and saying I did you wrong. Get the fuck away from me.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. But let's go into his response and then I'm finna see if I can find a brother on House of Hypocrites.
Responded to Anton Daniels' family lawsuit of defamation with the same shit they trying to sue him for. Man, let's get into the video, bro. This is crazy.
We like to talk about the truth on the 5150 show as best we can. I'm sure there are people out there who going to find something that I said that I might have been off a little bit about. Okay, all right. But the truth that we create on the show, well, y'all got the video ready? Play the video. The truth, ladies. Okay, I know it makes you sad. Your zookeeper husband wanted drama in the game.
Hold on, man.
What
was funny about it? Does that supposed to be Mika, bro? Like, this is why you don't beef with no goddamn comedian. Corey Holcomb doubling them down on it being entertainment. This is his response to hearing about the goddamn lawsuit.
And started trouble on the internet. Yes, you did, stupid bitch. I should quit. Oh, then y'all had a baby, and another primate was born. But
yeah, something is. I don't know what to say. Why would you make an AI cartoon video of this as a response? Very dark. Why would you do that? Why?
Do y'all hear the lyrics though?
Why will you have her? That's the problem. Let's get there. Corey, for you to say this is no shade, you to say you standing up for black people. Why would you put his wife, as a monkey when you know that is a big derogatory thing in the black community? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? You could have picked anything else, but why would you chose that? And then add the child. You could have picked anything else. You could have picked a bell pepper. You could have picked the onion. But why would you pick that? I'm going to fast forward a little bit, y'all. Oh my God.
Man, don't let the bullshit pass.
God damn.
He's on my show.
How you say her name in monkey?
I can't wait to if this thing actually goes through. It probably gets slapped out in California.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something, man. I can't wait till people. I hope that somebody feels like they can go in front of a judge and say, "Look, that's me," and he was talking about me. I can't wait. I am too smart to get caught up with the sucker shit.
How?
I had made a point that Corey Holcomb gonna mention, and it's just almost common sense though, because when he posted that particular picture, depicting Anton's I guess wife and daughter as the apes that you see in this video, he never said, "Hey, this is your daughter."
Either.
Hey,
I don't see either. But Darlene, I'm gonna tell you something. Watch it. When Anton Daniels told him he was sucking and all of that for the black people, she like, yeah. And then she looked over and then she was like, yeah, like, girl.
Anton, this is your wife. He specifically said, "Hey, Lane, this is dedicated to you." Didn't even put a name on it. You feel me? They didn't name Anton, didn't name his daughter, didn't name his wife. So when I seen it on
common sense,
the lawsuit, I'm like, well, y'all only inferring this is you because he never said it was you, right? And if you haven't seen,
true, but it's content clues. And what probably would do anything is if you put the t-shirt to the video. And that's something that they can look. Let me explain something to you about California. He don't realize California is very, very generous. They have cases from people. You can get a case on somebody if it was in California from 30 years ago. That's how generous they are. Do you hear me? 30 years ago. So this could go either way. California is very generous. Very generous. I said that before, that you can get, because I saw somebody say, man, I paid for my DNA test. I don't know why you paid for it in the state of California. You could have got that motherfucker for free. California give out free DNA tests. California do a lot of stuff. So this lawsuit could go either way. It depends on the state of California. I mean, he was trying to get her to hold up the T-shirt. Child, I cannot. Exactly. Look, exactly. That's the thing. It looked just like him. What? But the zookeeper looked just like him, so you gonna know who he talking about. And California gonna look at that. Like Tasha say, the only thing he can argue with is comedy. But like I'm saying, because California is generous, it can go either way. He can win it or he can lose it. Both of them. You never know. I'm just saying. Okay. It could go either way.
But come on now. If it says my name, then I might have an issue with you. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't about to depict me of something degrading and I go take ownership of it, then try to bring a lawsuit on myself.
All right, let's
drama and then come back around like ain't nothing happened a couple years ago. You got to be a bold motherfucker to get back to normal from taking.
I ain't gonna lie. We assuming this is Poetic Flacco. We know he's talking about Poetic Flacco. I didn't check that shit. I don't know what they seeing. Maybe they seeing something different. But the evidence Poetic Flacco has shown about him in these frivolous charges is of one of his relatives. People saying it's his cousin. People saying it's his brother. But when I looked at it, it checked out. I don't know what they talking about. Maybe they haven't looked into it deeper.
They probably haven't.
Man. Y'all making some dope songs together, man.
Hey, man, I believe it, man. I watched the man, what he did. I wasn't up on it all the way, but I just got up on it this week. I'm like, okay, he played the game to the fullest.
Yeah,
Craig, Darlene, what do you do about people that want you to do what they want you to do? And they say it with all of the, like, you're supposed to be doing this. Like, for example, I just played a video of characters we created for the 5150 show, but somebody claimed the characters and said, oh, he's talking about me. And the reason you claimed the characters because it was monkeys.
That's some funny shit.
That's why you claim the characters, because it was monkeys. I ain't said no name about nobody. I said, this for you, lame.
There's a group called the Monkeys anyway. They all white.
It was a TV show when I was growing up. They was called the Monkeys. Hey, it's the monkey.
Yeah, I made that point as soon as the lawsuit was out, and I was looking at it. I'm like, well, shit.
Yeah, it is the group called the Monkeys.
His video he did.
It's a group called the Monkeys, and it's a group called the Gorillas. Where is them, by the way? They had 2 or 3 hit songs, and we ain't heard no more from them. They making money off them songs, because them songs be in movies. The Monkeys were a thing, and they were a group, and there was a show. Craig looked like he, look at Craig head. Craig like, I'm tired, boss.
But the
He
jury
tired
found
as
his
hell.
name.
Look at him. He can't sit up. Look at him. Craig ready to go to bed. Craig say, I'm tired, man.
The defamation of privacy lawsuit.
That's cold how they broke into his house.
But no monetary.
He didn't win no money?
Says there's no indication of wanting monetary awards after that.
Well,
and that is a similar case. Afro Man, you know, because I got his freedom of speech and freedom of expressions with making the songs about the police, one of these police.
I mean, we all know why Afro Man did make the song and everything. That's different. They broke into his home and they stole his, what Afro Man was even more pissed off when they stole his money. We talked about that. They stole that man money. They stole his coin. You lost your money. And then took a piece of the cake that he probably was fuming out his mouth for. Because like he say, I love my mama cake. He probably was like, had a taste for it when he got out the tub. After he got a little the cloud 78, he probably say, damn, that cake gonna look good. I done ate my food. That cake gonna look real good. I'm gonna fix a piece of that cake. I'm gonna watch my show. I'm gonna kick back and eat my cake, fix me a nice little juice, little soda, little water, whatever, or some milk. And I'm gonna chill. And these motherfuckers decided after he got out his tub, because his body was ready for that cake. You don't understand how bad you can be mad at a motherfucker about some cake that you was tasting in your mouth to see. That is like somebody touch your food out the refrigerator and you had a taste. You already knew when I go home and I glory and I get dressed, undress, take a shower. I'm going to warm that food up. I'm going to sit down and watch my show and let it hit the spot. Girl, yes. I'm going to let it hit the spot. Amen. Nobody called me today. Been a day. I'm going to fix my wine and I'm going to chill. You get home. You took your shower. You got your wine ready. You're waiting to warm it up for folks. So you got a show getting ready to find it while it warm up. You know, you found it. You know when you go in after you put it in the microwave, you're going to find the show, put it on pause, move it, whatever. And you go in the fridge and you look for that food and that food is gone. Explain to me how pissed off you'll be. I would have made 50, 11 videos about their fat ass too. And then you took my money? My money? Now, I could have got something at least not as good, but could take the, you know what I'm saying? What I'm feeling, what I want to eat, the taste, the goodness. But you took my money? He probably was finna get him some Cootie Cat after that. Child, I would have made songs too. That's a whole different thing. I don't blame Afro Man for that. I would have told their ass up. You took my money and you took my food and you took what make me calm. Heck yeah, I'm finna go off on you. You lost your goddamn mind. And you didn't reimburse me? Oh no, we got a problem. We got a problem. The hell? You don't know what I had plans to do with that little coin. Shoot, he probably want to take his woman out next week or something. You just gonna snatch it up. Hell wrong with people?
Women that basically was harassing him, and she tried to sue for defamation, pain and suffering. She tried to sue for $3.5 million, and they shot that shit down.
That should be coming.
Right, it was ruled in his favor. So.
Why would they be trying to sue a man and they violated him in every way? Because them people violate you when they come to your house.
They did violate him.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, it's like this world is full of people who think that you are supposed to do what they want you to do. But let me tell you something, Craig, because you are part of my world.
Right.
I came into your world. I might say something about you. You understand that?
Yeah.
Same with you, Darlene and Nail. But people think if you say something about them, they can sue you. I don't know why people are that dumb. I can't remember a time where people are as dumb.
Here is the thing. You can say something about somebody. Okay. But when you get on a public platform and you spew out stuff that's not true, that is harmful to that person's character, to where it affects their finances and how they live and how they move and how things go. Yeah, you can. I can tell somebody I think they're a big fat B. They don't make it, not everybody can see that. But if I come out here and say, oh, they did this, they did that, they did this, they did that, and I know they got this, and I know they got that, then let's take it further. That's harmful. There's a difference.
As they are now. They really believe that somebody, just because you filled out paperwork, somebody in trouble. If I'm in trouble, I'm really in trouble now after that video.
Well, because people have...
I mean, it is limits though. Like, I think the lawsuit with Tasha K and Cardi B, where Tasha K, I think, tried to spread the rumor that Cardi B had contracted herpes or some shit like that, and she had to pay $3 $3 to $4 million. I mean, she
still gotta pay Cardi B back.
She was for to,
and Cardi has made 10 times more than that. Okay, her concert racked up to $70 million. Yeah. So, but I mean, Cardi has to pay it because let's be honest. Shoot, we looked at Cardi. That's a whole nother video, but Cardi expenses of what she paid for her kids and the after school activities. She needs that. It's about $250,000, not even I think it's about round up to $250,000. She needs that. Honey, they have drivers, they have nannies, they have after school activities to go to, lunch money, tutoring, whatever, all of that stuff, anything that they need. She has a list of how much she pays. I think it's like $150,000, if I'm not mistaken, that she pays for her kids that they're going to have. And then don't forget, she has 2 more children to add to that, which is Blossom. She called the baby, that's his nickname is Touchdown. When they get of age, she's gonna have to pay for that. So that's extra on top of that. It's $150K right now. Watch how much it got to be, how much it's gonna be. Then when they hit the teenage years, it's gonna be a lot more. So yeah, let's be honest. Shoot, she got 2 homes. She's building one. Like, hey. All right, let's go into this family. So shout out to Lakeisha. Keisha. Let me play. Come on.
Your day-to-day covered with Phase 44 super agents. Your life is chaotic.
Talking about this clown, I was trying to, hope that something else was going to be in the news because I'm just about sick and tired of talking about this Negro. Child, I wasn't surprised because listen, what the funny looking dude going around saying, I'm 50. I am 50 and I look damn good. The thing that comes with age is people don't have to tell you stuff. You can just figure it out by the actions of those who created the drama. When people were saying his daughter, I'm like, next, this is not the actions of a man that's concerned about their daughter or like you'll hear me talk about my son and my daughter. I don't come on social media saying, oh, this is what my daughter look like. And she fine. I mean, I'm not saying it because she's my daughter. If you think I'm cute at 50, she's in her 20s. So she looked how I looked when I was 20. I was just trying to tell y'all. But anyway, let me knock it off. But this man is very well aware of how bad social media can be. You constantly put somebody out there. You constantly get into unwarranted situations, but yet you are crying about something that you created. This dude, and honestly, I really feel sorry for him because it goes to show how you didn't get a lot of attention growing up. People didn't like you growing up, and you really don't like yourself because you are so engulfed in coming out in front of strangers, hoping that they accept you, when the only person that's really running after a stranger is really a weird person. Now, we can have our likes. I like this person. I like that person. But at the end of the day, we lead our own lives. This man is a sick individual, and he does whatever growing up, what I want to get into is what you're going to listen to is his brother calls into his own podcast. And the story comes up about Anton's daughter. We just watched Anton say that his daughter needed to be pulled out of school, that his daughter needed therapy, and he didn't know what he was going to have to do to fix his daughter because Corey ruined her entire life. Now, I don't believe that lie, but let's get into what his own brother said. Now, this is his brother's podcast, but for some reason, his brother wasn't on the podcast. He literally called in. So let's get into what he had to say.
Okay, go ahead. Go for it.
So my thing is, you can't say and think that it's not when they say you sucking D, it's supposed to offend you. It go both ways.
Facts. Right. I agree.
But I mean, you can't tell me what offends me, right?
Right.
So when I offend you, you can't get mad at it.
True story. But why?
So basically, I mean, his brother is speaking to the part about
Sorry, y'all hear that. Give me a minute.
Anton and Corey's initial issue, because Corey said you kissed black men's ass, and depending on where you from in society, and a lot of people use that, so it seems like that is a word that we all understand to not mean that you literally kissing their ass, but you are sucking up to them, not in any type of derogatory or nasty manner, but it's just the literal definition of saying you are sucking up. So him coming back saying that was way left. But I think, this guy may have some kind of other mental problems going on. But let's focus on one thing here, because I don't want this to be all over the place. Let's focus on what Anton's brother, now this is real brother, said about his own daughter. Now, you have to put your child in, well, she's not a child, I shouldn't say, the 18-year-old into therapy, pull her out of school, but yet this is what your brother said.
So why go on a podcast, period, if you think if y'all not a match for each other, you know what I'm saying? If
get your numbers up.
See, that for me, that part.
Now, his own brother said he went on a podcast to get his numbers up. Now, I've been said that was not for a real debate. That was, what y'all have to understand is, Corey may not have 1 million subs, but more people know of him. Now, they may know of Anton a little bit more on this YouTube space, but y'all do understand everybody ain't on YouTube.
Don't make sense. I would have never even went on that show. You know what I'm saying? Because
me either. I wouldn't have went on that show, but I mean,
it's not.
Child, I'm talking to y'all. Me personally, I think she's saying they one and the same. But the reason why she going against Anton so hard, because he doxed her information. That's why she going so hard, because she was breaking it down and everything, and she didn't say nothing mean. But the moment he doxed her information out, where she lived and everything, where she used to work at and all that stuff, that's when she started going ham on him.
For me, it's not working.
But Dre, let me ask you something. Is it seriously? Is it affected Anton's daughter, or is that just cap?
No, it didn't affect her. I mean, she from what?
Yeah, the word came out.
Hello. Okay. Did y'all hear that? It didn't affect his daughter. So you mean to tell me your daughter you had to call 911, take her into the emergency? She got to now go to a therapist.
Hold on. Of course, girl, he got to say the girl had to go to therapist and messed up her mindset. It hurt her heart. Hell yeah, he's suing. Oh, that he want him to pay for that. Hell yeah, girl, he had to do that. Girl, that's just like a car accident. I don't feel nothing, but girl, my back hurt, my leg hurt. Next day, you go to court. Guess who got a neck brace on? Now, wait a minute, Heifer. You said your leg hurt. Now it's your neck. Okay? Heck yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Heck yeah, he gotta tell her. Heck yeah, listen, I'm suing him, right? I need you at your therapist every day. Don't miss a day. Listen, but I don't feel bad by it. I understand that. But I need you there. Cause I'm finna get money out of this nigga for talking shit. I need you. That's how they do it. That's what they do. Even in car accidents, they go to their doctor's appointments. They do that. Even in a lawsuit, he's saying he's gonna milk this girl. He don't care if she don't feel bad. He gonna milk it.
Oh, you got to pull her out of school. It's so many things going on because my daughter was affected.
You trying to get that money on?
Yeah, I don't think so. Pay attention, because now You'll hear him explain it, but what he says is no, they keep her off. But she's a grown adult, so I don't know how they keep her off, but let's just go with it.
Man, let me tell you something. She grown. Yes, she a grown adult, but I think don't get it twisted that she don't have her social media account and nobody knows. She got one. You just don't know. That's the difference. Yeah, I don't. What is she? 18, 19? I don't been her age. Okay. Anyway, girl, I'm gonna go out. What time we?
He says they keep her off of social media. Okay.
Oh, she got
Pay
a
attention.
social media account.
Pay attention.
Definitely.
But then we're going to get into how it gets a little bit weird because then somebody says, oh no.
Yeah.
Pay attention, y'all. Pay attention, because the brother realized that this can be now used if this man tries to sue Corey, because we're all content creators. Pay attention.
But I know she don't know anything about it.
She don't know anything about it. Oh, okay, but she was devastated.
You know, they try to keep her out of that or away from that kind of stuff. And he told me she's good for now. I mean,
hello.
Riverside, your all-in-one podcast creation platform. Record your podcast solo or with
Child.
Hello, anybody? I told y'all from the jump that this dude was full of it. You thought I was making this up. Yeah, I'm a content creator, but I use real content, like real stuff. I told y'all I don't have an imagination. So that means my ability to make shit up is very limited. You know them two fingers, when you see them two fingers touching.
I don't know if anybody else has told her, but last time this was what, yesterday.
Well, we might
she don't
have
know nothing
lawyers.
about
Hold on, slow down.
Now listen, the other one says, slow down, because a lot of times when you're telling the truth, you just tell the truth. You don't be like, oh shoot, let me lie because somebody may be listening. And if you decide to sue him and I say this, now I can be called in as a witness. Pay attention.
Might have lawyers involved here. That girl is traumatized. Fuck what y'all talking about.
Oh, now he said, this is the other one saying, oh, there may be lawyers involved. That girl is traumatized. So wait a minute. The uncle didn't know any of this. And now you're close to the family, you say, oh, there may be lawyers involved. Listen to when it starts to get funny now. Pay attention.
I talked to what are y'all talking about? What are y'all
right.
She
is. He's traumatized.
Yeah. They don't know what the fuck he's talking about. That's another thing. Listen, I personally listen.
Yeah, don't listen.
He don't know what he's talking about. I talked to Anton personally. I talked to Anton personally, and that kid is fucking.
Y'all see how they laughing because they like, hold on. There could be lawyers involved. That kid is traumatized. This is not Anton's brother saying this. He's just like, oh yeah, because now he's realized that, okay, he did try to make it seem like his daughter was traumatized. Do y'all see what's a fraud? This dude is a fraud. Like, who does this? All of the content that we can talk about, but you want to use something that is polarizing. You don't care who it's against.
Exactly. He said, now, if that she traumatized, we got to help my brother get this check. Trying to tell you. I think he did too. I'm going to have to find it.
Only for you to collect the check. You got on this good old internet lying, talking about your damn daughter, which I wouldn't care if it was your daughter. Like, it is what it is. When you go against people, you got to get what come with it, bro. You created this problem. Don't cry wolf on a situation that you created.
Destroyed. She is hurt. She is
right.
School. She want to drop.
You hear Dre on the phone like, right. Dre like, oh, okay.
Out. He fucked Anton's life up.
And not only that, I think also.
So she's so messed up, but they laughing because they're like, oh, hell no.
I didn't want to say nothing.
50 million.
That's why Gene didn't come.
Call top.
Dog, because Gene hurt. He didn't want to come on the podcast.
Gene, I'm hurt too.
Gene hurt too. Whole family affected.
Look, here's the thing. I told Gino to call.
The lies, the lies, the lies. I have tried to tell y'all in 101,000 ways that this dude is a fraud. He's on here. He's selling y'all shit that he don't even do himself. Now, that's the whole issue about this dude. He's a liar. He's a hypocrite, and he's grifting y'all. Bag chasers ain't nothing but fake. People on there saying they not getting any information. How can he teach y'all investing? He don't know investing. He's teaching y'all a bunch of BS. Anton Daniels, exposed by his own brothers, used his own daughter. Go back and check out my videos. I've been told y'all he lied on his daughter. So hopefully now y'all believe, because his own damn brother said he is a liar.
Child. Let me see if I can find it. He did do one on Olivia. He did. We finna watch it before we go. Let me see. Dang, that was like last year. What was it called? Hold on, y'all. And you know what? A lot of people saying that people talk about Olivia, but can we be honest? Ain't nobody come at Anton Daniels when he drugged the hell out of Olivia last year. Oh, okay. I see y'all ain't walk y'all ass over there with that shit. Y'all ain't hit Anton Daniels' ass up with that shit. I see nobody ain't saying nothing when she did that scheme. Let's keep it a buck. Here, yeah, he sure did. Here it is. Let's keep it a buck. Nobody said shit about that girl. And I'm gonna show the thing again tonight. Nobody said shit about her, about Anton. You ain't walk your ass over there with that shit. I don't agree with everything that nigga do, but we gonna keep it a buck.
So yes, I am pregnant. Pregnant with my 6th child. This is gonna be my 4th baby daddy. Yes, it's true. It's true.
Yeah, they like.
Yes, I am homeless. I'm homeless. I'm living out of my car. I'm living out of hotels. I'm living from pillar to post. Okay, I have no job. Yes, I have.
Anton, somebody said this to Anton to tell Anton that she was scamming and she really is pregnant. Tell Anton to hit. I might not agree with everything, but tell him to hit us up because she got another baby on the way by another man. In a child.
No job, okay? We listen and we don't judge. I have no job. I'm 35 years old, living out of my car, pregnant, not with the baby daddy, by myself. Could life get any worse? Possibly. I mean, I could step out tomorrow and get hit by a car. And then we're in the hospital. Shit, that would not be good. So the next time somebody comes to my comments asking me questions, refer back to this video. Yes, I know I'm old as, okay? Got a hell of a lot of kids. I'm homeless.
Anton, she was lying. Anton. That girl had a whole apartment still in Texas. She just went to Florida because she was mad that her ex-husband was recently married and found him a good thing to help him take care of his children that she shared with him that she does not pay for. Yeah, Anton, she went to jail for not paying child support. And she make all this money on YouTube.
I'm broke. But guess what? I'm still alive and I'm living and I'm grateful and I can see and I can hear and I can smell and I can enjoy my babies. And I'm living and I'm healthy. I have my health. So yes, it's hard. My life's a mess. But The great thing about being at the bottom is the only way up. The only way is up, huh?
When you look at her tattoos, that's the main thing that I started focusing on after the shock and awe of the whole story, because, you know, sometimes I just be trying to figure out how people could even find themselves in a situation this deep, this dark, you know, like even just me by myself. Sometimes at portions of my life, I was just trying to make sense of how I got here and what the hell was going on. And it was just, man, it's hard or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But eventually you pull yourself out, and it's difficult pulling yourself out when you by yourself, or when you just have, you know, you got a small daughter and you got a wife and it's just y'all three and you trying to hustle up and get to it, right? But when you start to think about this type of stuff, and again, Tattoo said that she was from Los Angeles on her arm over there. And this is why our culture and why Trump has to come in and say, all right, listen, if y'all don't continue to try to do something for yourself, and if you're not going to take responsibility, we can't keep just continuing to feed this monster, this demon, because it's a lot of people like her, both black and white, that use welfare, government assistance, keep getting pregnant. She says listen, y'all, she's pregnant again. I don't even remember exactly how many children that she had. I think she had 6 kids with 4 different fathers, and she's pregnant again.
Yeah.
And she's homeless trying to figure it out, but life can't get no worse. But that's not stopping you from opening your legs. You know what I'm saying? Like, how are poor people having sex? That is my number one question a lot of times. Like, how do you have sex as a poor person? Now, I get it. Poor people have the majority of the children, and I'm not saying it in a derogatory way. I'm saying it to be a fact. They have the majority of the children because they're not doing anything useful. They're not being productive citizens. They're not going out here building stuff. They're not trying to find a job. They're not adding value into the community, but they always find some money, and they always tell you that they want to tax you more in order to give them more resources. Thank God Trump is in office. They always want to tax you more and give you more resources, or take more resources so they can give it to them, because they can't find nowhere to live. We got to make sure that we take care of the people that are the least amongst us. Well, at what point do we also want to make sure that the people that are least amongst us not using this as a perpetual crutch, as an enabler? At what point do we not become enablers anymore? Because honestly, bro, like, this is not rocket science. This is not hard. We don't have to try to figure this out. Let me just, I gotta rewind it, because I need to know exactly how many children that she had and how many guys did she have them with, and
So yes, I am pregnant. Pregnant with my 6th child. This is gonna be my 4th baby daddy. Yes.
You know, a girl told me the other day that every person, every woman deserves a good man. Every one of them deserve a good man. Now, I would challenge you on that. All right. I have to challenge you on that, because I'm trying to figure out, should a man come into this woman's life? And I get it. She got the tattoos. She got all of the makings of a fun time. She has all of the makings, all of the red flags of a fun time. You know, go out looking to get 6 doggy bags to take back. Who's watching all of these children while she's getting pregnant? I have no clue. How do you get a homeless woman pregnant? Who are these people? You know what I'm saying? Honestly, the only thing that I can think of is she got to be a fiend. She got to have some addiction and be a fiend in order for her to be in this position, because I don't know what y'all doing out here for the dudes that decide that they want to get this chick pregnant. And of course, she got all of the liberal markings. She got the tattoos. She over in Los Angeles, the multicolored glasses, the short colored hair, all of this stuff. And that's not to say that people that got short colored hair or people that got tattoos are all in this position. But what I am saying is that is much more likely to identify these type of people as a liberal thinking and voting and operating person instead of a person that is actually doing a thing that is best for them in society and adding to society, adding to the group. But it is, man, it's hard for me to fathom. It's like you gotta be some type of fiend in some way, shape, or form in order for you to be able to be doing this type of stuff, because no other person that I can think of, no logical person is taking on or even attracted to. I know y'all, it's easy for y'all to overlook every single thing that's wrong and red flag. And you know what the worst part about this whole situation is? Let me tell you. There are people in this woman's comments. Let me read some of these comments really quickly. I'm not going to put it up on the screen. Maybe I will put it up on the screen. Maybe I will put it up on the screen. I'm going to throw it up really quickly just for the sake of conversation because I think it's worth talking about. I do. There are people in her comments that are saying stuff like this. Not one of the baby daddies is willing to step up to give you and your children housing is crazy work. What do you mean? What did you think was going to happen? Are y'all confused? Are y'all confused? They do go back and say at some point, women like this have to take accountability. Too much of this is becoming normalized on these platforms. To the teens and kids, this is not the future that you want. Let me go back. Let me go through some of these other comments. I'm scheduled for a hysterectomy and tubal litigation. The best decision of my life. I'm so excited. Or you can just choose not to be with. I mean, I'm not tripping about it. Or you can choose to be a productive member of society. None of the four men can help. Nah, I will be seeking help from them. Child support or something. I'm telling y'all, I'm telling you, look, when we are having these conversations, we are scraping the bottom of the barrel. We are scraping the bottom of the barrel when we are having these conversations, y'all. For y'all to jump in my comments and try to justify some of the thinking of how people are moving out here is wild. We are scraping the very bottom of the barrel here, guys. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And they justify it, man, the men need to step up. Man, what the fuck is you talking about? Why is the homeless mercy? Look. You're never going to tell me or convince me that I need to go out here and even be dating if I'm broke. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Teach Henley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. And I always like to link back to the content creator, regardless of whether I agree with them or not. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Peace.
All right, y'all. That's it. I'm finna end it. I'll be back at 2:45 with Krishan, honey. Yes, she got yes, child. But I will be back. I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.